Hey everyone, my name is Dallas Fields. I'd like to thank the Ireland American Football Federation for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. Today I'm going to talk to you about inter-squad matches and how to increase the amount of playing time that your players get throughout the course of the season.
Now I will do a brief introduction, and then after that I will go over the various modifications that we used for our inter-squad matches. And then after that I'll show you some videos from our inter-squad matches and explain why we did what we did. Okay, so first here are some of the modifications that we used for our inter-squad matches. The field is 25 yards wide and 33 yards in length. The smallest version that we played was 4v4, so only needed 8 players for it to work. No special teams. Start with the ball. The team that is on offense starts with the ball on their own 10-yard line. There are 4 downs to gain 15 yards. If on 4th down your team has the ball and you decide to punt, then the other team gets the ball at their own 10-yard line, and then they have four downs to try to gain 15 yards. You keep score. You want to compete, so have a clear winner and have a clear loser for the match. What we did is we had a continuous running clock with 2 halves. Each half was 30 minutes in length, and we had a halftime of 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes our matches were a little bit longer than 30-minute halves. Sometimes we were able to get 40 minutes in each half. Also, after scoring a touchdown, your team can get 1 or 2 point conversions. For us, what we did is if you ran the ball in, you'd get 1 point. If you passed it and were able to complete the pass across the goal line, you'd get 2 points. And we had the ball at the 5-yard line for our 2 point conversions or 1 point conversions. And for the offense, there has to be 1 player that's on the line of scrimmage to start the play and during the play, and that was the center, the offensive lineman that snaps the ball to the QB. And for us, the QB could scramble, the defense could blitz. So these were the modifications that we used for our inter-squad matches this season. The beauty of it is if you want to not use all of the ones that we used, if you want to change them up, you can. It's very easy to modify the various components that we had here. If you want to change the width of the field, you can. If you want to change the format of having 7v7, for example, or 8v8, for example, you can. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. If you don't want the QB to be tackled, you can have it just be that the defense wraps him up. If you want to have it that the defense can't blitz, you can do that too. So those are just some examples of things you can do to modify the rules that best fit what your team needs are. Now we'll go to the video and you'll be able to see the flow of the game with the inter-squad match that we used. Alright, so the offense has the ball on their own 10-yard line to start the game. They have to gain 15 yards to get a first down. We have the markers on the side that you'd use in a regular game just to give the feel of a regular game atmosphere. That's what we're trying to create. Even though it's just 4v4 and it's just an inter-squad match in practice, the whole objective is to create the same atmosphere as you would have on a game day. So the players got to wear game jerseys as well too, just to add to the experience. With the public, we advertised it as an inter-squad match. That helped draw interest to it because the public saw that there's a match, there's a chance to compete, we were going to have a clear winner and loser, so they were very interested in that. If you notice there when we started to have a pile up that I would stop the play, that was just for a safety reason. That's why I did that. Alright, so we got a touchdown here. Now we're going to go for the conversion. So we chose to do a pass. We were unsuccessful with the attempt, but if we would have got it, it would have been worth 2 points. Then the other team has the ball on their own 10-yard line. So we don't use kickoffs, we don't use punts, we don't use field goals. We did that just to modify the game. For us, it was just less risk if we took out special teams for injuries. That's why we did it. And like we talked about earlier, you can modify this to how you want. If you don't want to tackle them to the ground, just wrap up. It's not a big deal. You can just have first contact and the play be done. Ready, set, and you can see You can see where our sidelines are marked too. So the size of the field to kind of give you an idea. We play on a soccer field, so we just took the soccer field and we split it in half. And we used the goalie's box to mark the other side, the far side of the field, with the markers that you see in the video. And that's what we do, and then we keep score, and at the end we all shake hands, just the same as in a match. I mean, it is a match. It's just we don't have special teams, and we use practice time to have these matches. Okay, now let's talk about the why. So, why did we have the inter squad matches? Why did we create these small-sided games for our team? What was the purpose of them? So we did it to create more opportunities to compete in game situations, to provide more playing time for players, to provide more games for players. It allowed for more access. So for the players that you have that are normally on the bench for a variety of reasons, so for example, for lack of ability, lack of skills, lack of experience, lack of size, lack of technique, lack of strength, just lack of overall athletic ability to be able to play the game, this provided more opportunities for those players. So there are always going to be players that no matter what they do, no matter how much work they put into being able to play the sport, that they're just not going to be starters, that they're not going to get a lot of playing time. So this is an opportunity to be able to provide more playing time for those players so that they get more value for their license. And it also helps the team too, because it will help them to be able to guard those player licenses for the future years if the players are being able to play also. So I know for me personally as a player that nothing was more frustrating than to go to a lot of practices and do all the work that was necessary, but just not being a good enough player to play. It's really disappointing and it's very frustrating, and for a lot of players that's why they quit the game. So the reason why we did what we did with this was be able to give those players more opportunities to play so that they can experience the sport and they can enjoy it just the same as the players that you have that have a lot higher ability level. It helps evaluate the abilities of your players in regards to their tactical and technical skills. You can video it like I did with the film that I made here of our team's practices. And also, too, it promotes competition. So if you want your first team to go against your first team in this inter-squad match, you can. And if you have enough players for your second team to go against your second team, you can too. You can split the field in half for practice, and you can run it so that you have two games going on at the same time to promote competition. And then that way, if you have players that are really complaining about playing time, I mean, the film doesn't lie. You know, they'll go out there and play, and you can figure out right away, I mean, who deserves to be on the first team, who has earned that right, and who should be on the second team. And another positive that we had is that it reduced the travel costs to play. So with our team, if we could take a practice and make that into an inter-squad match, for us, that saved a ton on traveling cost. So every month we would have 2 Saturdays where we would have these inter-squad matches, and we would do it during our practice time. All right. In conclusion, here's my contact information. I have included my email and a link to my Facebook page. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions or you would like to learn more about the inter-squad matches that we have used here. I'm hoping not this summer, but the following summer, that I'll be able to go to Ireland, and that during my wife's holidays during the summer that I'll be able to go there. And if the Federation is interested, I could bring this inter-squad match concept and we can have a tournament that teams could come to, or if there's just an individual team that would be interested in me coming during the summer, please feel free to contact me. It'd be great to come and show you guys this concept, to be able to play and to simply just talk about American football. All right. Once again, I'd like to thank the Ireland American Football Federation for giving me this opportunity to present this video to you today. I hope that it has been a good source for you and that it can help your team and your development. And I wish you guys all the best of luck as you move forward and stay safe. All right. Thank you.